Thank you guys for tuning back into my channel. It is the real kriketsmith. So I cannot think of anything to talk about at all. And I wrote some things down, but I didn't really want to talk about it. And I just did it. And so I got a recommendation from my best friend Jamil. You guys will see her sooner or later on one of my videos. And she recommended that I talk about my spiritual journey and how I've changed over the past 4 years. And she's right. A lot has changed. More has changed than things have not changed. And it's been a lot that's changed emotionally, spiritually, physically. My hair has changed. A lot of things have changed. I even went 1 year without wearing makeup at all because on that spiritual journey, I wanted to feel more true to myself, and I wanted to get to a place where I didn't need any supplementation. And so for 1 year I didn't wear makeup. I just kind of subconsciously changed things that I knew that needed to change, and applying the things that I learned in that moment that I was going, in that time that I was going through, to the new shift that was happening in my life. And so when I first moved here, super long story short, I was dating this person for maybe 3 years, a little over 3 years, and he ended up actually being the reason why I moved to Boston. And there was a lot of things that were great, but there were more things that were not so great. And through that process, I learned so many good things. I learned, of course, how to be in a completely new city. I had to learn how to take the train. Like, I had to learn how to communicate. Like, I'm from Georgia. Like, we don't talk. People up here talk. Like, we don't do the things that people up here do. It's just a whole nother vibe. It was like a culture shock. It was basically, to me, moving to another country, because they even have their own like accent. Like, it was just different. And on top of that, I never intended on staying. Again, that's a whole nother subject. But yeah. So amongst the physical changes, there are so many things that changed spiritually. I wanted just to get to a place of living my personal truth. I didn't want any emotional baggage. I didn't want any unorganic feelings. And I basically cut out everything that wasn't of me out of my life. And that person being one of those things. But through that entire relationship, I learned the art of effective communication. Prior to that, I never really considered what communication was. It wasn't like let me learn how to communicate better. Like, okay. But it is so powerful, and whenever you can learn to convey the things that you need to convey to where that other person gets it, it's very powerful. So one thing I learned was communication. I learned how to when in Rome, you have to assimilate. You have like a higher sense of awareness. And personally, I feel like the way that I've changed spiritually, I've learned how to respect myself. Through that transition, I was vegetarian. Even now, I'm still like, not still, but like, through that process, I learned vegetarianism. I learned how to respect myself through self-control by not eating things that I felt were not of me, and that will make me feel better, and that will make me feel more pure and more happy. I learned the art of no attachments. Whenever you can learn to not attach to certain things and to just kind of enjoy things by being in the moment, you feel lighter. You feel like nothing really matters except that time in that moment, because honestly, that's really the only truly real feasible thing that you have. Like, the future, it's not even there. In the past, like, it already happened. Like, you only have what is right here, right now. And I learned that. I learned a lot of things. And whenever you can get to a place by being by yourself and learning to 100% depend on yourself without the influence of anybody else, it's a whole nother powerful feeling. One book that helped me through my process was The Secret, and it was by Rhonda Byrne. And I feel like when I talk about this book, a lot of people say that this book has kind of turned them onto spirituality as well. And to me, spirituality is self-love. To me, spirituality has nothing to do with any other thing outside of self-respect and self-love, because you only have what is here. Like, you cannot give something that is not of you. So if you don't love yourself and respect yourself, you can't possibly learn to gain it from other people. Also, compassion as well. That really doesn't exist this day and age, and it really sucks. But overall, spirituality is the art of self-love. Spirituality is the art of learning yourself and having no tolerance for the things that you've set your intent on, and truly loving everything and everyone with no conditions. Like, it doesn't matter if that person doesn't even love you back. You just practice the art of love. You do it because you want to, under no circumstances, regardless of what that person did, said, or thought. Doesn't matter. Another book that helped me too was, and this is a very tiny, small book. It's tiny, but it's powerful, and it's called The 4 Agreements by, I think his name is Paulo Coelho, something like that. Paulo Coelho. And one of the things I learned in the book was, do not take anything personally. And that blew my mind, because where I'm from, like, it's about respect. And a part of a give and take is you want to make that person feel good whenever they take. But it's even if that person gives you the finger after they take, it's like, it doesn't matter, because you did that. Like, you cannot take anything personally. Either way, regardless of what that person said or does, you don't accept their projections. It's no projections accepted. I'm me because I am. You're you because that's who you are. I respect you. I love you for who you are. I'm not getting into your business. You know, that's you. That's like, I don't take it personally. You know, live and let live, basically. And so, the only thing that I can say that whole journey sums up to is a heightened sense of awareness. And awareness is everything. Awareness is 100% everything. And another thing that I recommend for the people that are watching this video is to just get to know yourself, because whenever you know yourself, you know and can kind of predict the behaviors of other people. Once you know yourself, you know other people, which is the reason why I created my business, Luxury Love. It's a whole system created to develop your love for yourself. And I'm using my platform to encourage, to motivate, to help, to inspire, to create, to collaborate. And anybody that wants to be a part of it, send me an email, kriket@luxurylove.me. I don't want this to make it sound like an infomercial, but as a Virgo, the question we ask is, how can we help? And that's what we're here for. So this video is probably super lengthy, but if you ain't here for the long videos, don't be here for the short videos, because the long videos are the ones that have the major key encrypted into the information. So like, subscribe, comment, share, please. And if there's anything that you guys want to see, you want to know, if there's anything that I can help you with, shoot me an email, kriket@luxurylove.me, at the real kriketsmith on Instagram. No C. Can we talk about how everybody wants to spell my name wrong real quick? Kriket. No CK. That's not me. I don't know who that person is.
That's his real name.
Right? And that's my real name. Thank you. So yes, Kriket. No C. At Luxury Love Company on Instagram for all business inquiries, for anything makeup. So yes. Oh, also shout out to Ezra. McDowell Media, thank you for being amazing, for these amazing edits. Support Black business. And that's it. I'm out.